Any questions from 4.1? What do you got? Yeah?
Number 15.
Number 15. Number 15 is x plus y equals -5 and -2x plus y is equal to 1. And we're supposed to use what? By graphing?
Yes.
Okay, so on this first function right at the top here, can you tell me what the intercepts are, Nick? What are the intercepts of the top one? For x plus y equals -5, what are the intercepts?
-5.
-5 is a number, not an intercept. Give me the point. You need two numbers to describe a point. No. That's a point on the line. Where does x plus y equal -5 cross the x-axis? Where does it cross the x? No. Take a look at the board. Stop looking down. X plus y equals -5. When y is 0, what is x? So the point is -5, 0. So when I ask you for intercepts, you need to say -5, 0. That's one of them. What's the other intercept?
0.
Correct. So when I ask you for the two intercepts, I need two numbers for each one. Okay?
Yes.
Or you need to say the x-intercept is -5 and the y-intercept is 5. That's enough. That's specific enough. So somebody else, can someone tell me what's the x-intercept for this one? When y is 0, Summer, what's x? Yeah, so -0.5, 0. And what is the y-intercept when x is 0? What's y? Yeah, 1. So what do you do with those points? You graph them. So -5, 0. And 0, -5. So let's say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say -5 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And what do you do with those 2 points?
Draw a line through them.
You draw a line through them, exactly. And that was not a very good line, but it's okay. And then what do you do with those other 2 points? You plot them and then you connect them. So 0, -0.5 is right there. And sorry, negative. So basically -0.5, 0. Not quite correct. -0.5, 0 is right there. And 0, 1 is right here. What do you do with those 2 points? Oh, you connect them. And then what are you looking for? Where does the solution lie?
On the intersection.
On the intersection. So we kind of estimate it right there. It kind of looks like that maybe is -3, -2, -3. And what do you do once you have a solution? What should you do? Check. Does it check? Well, -2 plus -3, what's that? What's -5? So the first one checks because it does equal -5. 2 times -2, so that's 2x plus y. That's -4. Oh, plus y. Ooh. It's supposed to be -2, sorry. So what's that going to be? 4 minus 3. What's 4 minus 3? 1. Does that check? It does. It does check, so that works. Does that clarify your question, Nick? Okay, so which variable in which equation do you want to solve for? Do you want to solve for x or y in the first or second equation?
In the second one.
Which x or y?
The y and
Yeah.
the x plus.
The y in the second equation. So what is y going to equal?
0 minus 3x.
Nope.
-3x.
Nope. You got to slow down. If you want to isolate y, what do you have to do to both sides?
Oh, addition.
So what is y going to equal?
3x plus 0.
Y is going to be 3x plus what? 3x plus 0. Okay. Y is equal to 3x. So what do you do with that 3x now?
You plug it in.
You plug it in into the first equation. And what do you end up with? 3x minus 4 times equals negative. Distribute. 3x minus 12x is -22. What's 3x minus 12x? -9x equals -22. So can someone just tell me what x is equal to? Aubrey, what's x equal to? If -9x equals -22, what does x equal? What do you do to both sides? So what do you end up with on the other side? Yeah, you do. -9x equals -22. You just told me what to do. Divide both sides by -9. No, that's not what I'm asking you. I don't want the decimal. I just want the fraction. What is it?
Then it'd be 22.
Stop. You're done. Great. That's all I want. So now you have the x value. What do you do next once you have the x value? Bake bread? Go for cookies? What do you need to find? Find the y value. You know that y is equal to what? 3x. So y is equal to 3 times 22 over 9. Can someone tell me what that equals? 22 over 3. So how would you write the final answer? 22 over 9, comma, 22 over 3. Exactly. You'd write it as 22 over 9, comma, 22 over 3. Let's get that down in the record here. Random equals fun. That's what you said, right? What else did you learn about the process, Mar? Yeah, what'd you learn?
Get rid of fractions.
Get rid of fractions. What else did you learn along the way when you were working on these? Let's take a look at the style of your work. Let's look at the range of organizational tactics you use. Look around, everybody. Just look around. Start clean, end clean. Start clean and end clean. If you don't, let's look at what happens. You end up with a work product that maybe while you were working on it looked pretty decentish, maybe, but then you turn around, spin around, someone else comes and looks at your work, and can they follow it? Not so much. I mean, I was watching you work here. Like, this is the beginning. It kind of went up like this, and then it went over here, and then I think it circled back. Start clean and end clean. So start clean, end clean. Because I can guarantee, how many of you figured out a mistake you made as you went along? You have to be able to find your mistakes. Do you ever do, how often, does it happen all the time or never that you make a mistake in math? All the time. Get used to it. It happens. If you're not making mistakes, you're not pushing yourself at all. So start clean and end clean. Did anybody actually get I can't even see. I see y is equal to negative 204 over 9. Anybody else get y is that?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Anybody get an x value up there?
Yeah.
Where's an x value? I can't, where?
That's right on the
623 over 203?
No.
Oh, look.
35.
Look.
There it is.
Whoa,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
So hold on. What does that mean, kids? So you have 623 over 203 in two different places. Does that guarantee it's correct?
No, it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. I mean, that's a good, you either did something nicely at the same time in the same place, or you both did the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
It's nasty enough that does it make you feel good to see the same nasty fraction? Yeah. Okay. You isolated y because you ended up with an x value. So I see it up there. Someone wrote y is equal to 3/7 x plus 13 over 7. If you wanted to solve for y, what would you need to do? Oh my gosh. You need to multiply out a 3-digit number times a fraction? Oh my gosh. Oh my. Are you going to have to do that sometimes? Hopefully not. You're going to have to do that sometimes. Resign yourself. Calculator. What do you notice? What form is it going to have to be in, judging by what you see on the screen? No, we have it in standard form, but what form is it forcing us to write it in? Slope. You have to at least isolate y. Slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. So if I have 5x minus 2y equals 9, right now, convert that into slope-intercept form. Do not say it out loud, but do that on your surface right now. Convert that to slope-intercept form for me. Do that right now. Do you have the first one in slope-intercept form? Y equals, what's the slope?
5 over 2.
Who got 5 over 2 as the slope? Oh, you're popular. Excellent. And what's the y-intercept, Alex?
Y-intercept?
Yep.
9.
Anybody want to add to that? Connor? Do I like decimals?
4.5.
Do I like mixed fractions?
9 over 2.
There you go. That's what I like. Okay, what about the second one? Who's got the slope with the... Oh, I didn't ask you to do that one yet. Negative 3x plus 7y equals 13. Convert that to slope-intercept form for... Who has the slope? Mar, what do you got?
3 over 7.
Who got 3 over 7 as their slope? You're going to add 3x and divide by 7. It's 3/7 x, yeah. You're good. And then what's the y-intercept going to be? Alex?
13 over 7.
Correct. Okay, so now do we have them in slope-intercept form? So 5 halves x minus 9 over 2. Parentheses, 5 divided by 2, x. What was that y-intercept? Minus 9 divided by 2. Do you notice I'm putting those parentheses in? Go to the next line. What was it? 3/7? 3 divided by 7, x. Plus, make sure I type this in correctly. Do I have to put the parentheses around that fraction? What do you think? I like to, but if you don't, it's okay. If I just hit graph right now, oh, look at that. What do I see? Oh, that's kind of nice. Now, could you look at that graph and from the graph estimate the answer? Absolutely. There's actually a really neat feature here. Watch what happens. Second calc. Under calculate, what do you see? If you go down to intersect, which is 5, you can either just go down to it and press enter or just hit 5. What's it asking me for? Do you see what it's asking me for? It's just the cursor is on the first line. Could you have more than 2 functions on this if you wanted to? Yeah. So it's asking you for the first, asking me for the second. I hit enter. And then it asks you for a guess. And I can explain later. It needs a general area to start looking. Is it possible if you don't have lines for these to intersect more than once? If you have curvy things, can curvy things intersect? Lines don't, but it's still going to ask. You hit enter. Oh, and look what it gives you. Look what it gave us. Look at the bottom. And I hit enter.
Wow.
Is 89 over 29 the same thing as 623 over 203?
I'm sure it is.
Do you think it is?
Yeah.
What do we think? Well, let's try it out. 80. Let's try this. Ready? 623 divided by, what was it, 203? Not 23, 203. If I hit enter on that, look what I got. What's 89 divided by 29? Oh, it's the exact same thing. So what's really cool, it gave us the fraction. Not only did it give us the fraction, which one of the fractions did it give us? The most simplified, the most reduced fraction. Nice. Now, keep in mind, every time you do what I just did, it's going to overwrite the x value. So if we did this again for a different set of lines, it's going to save it as another x value. But do we still have y stored? So what's alpha y? And then we go to math, frac. Look what happens. 92 over 29. So this is what I'd like you to do. Let's do random again. Harrison, give me a number.
4.
Mar, give me a number.
6.
Let's make this real fun. Shane, give me a number. What? Negative 2x plus. Connor, give me a number. 9. Y equals, let's say, 7. I like 7. I would like you to try to use your calculator to find where these two lines intersect. To remind you, what do you need to convert these into first before you put them into your calculator? Slope intercept form. Yes, Zoya.